Yo, what's up? This is me, KC, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm here to do my quick review, or my quick overview of Killer is Dead. You know, because I just got through trading it in, alright? It's not that the game is bad, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on, everybody. I'm not trying to bash it. It's not that the game is bad. It's just that it has its issues. And those issues really outweigh how the game should be, in my opinion. Okay? I'm trying to focus on the road at the same time. Okay? It outweighs my ideals of how a game should be made. Okay? So, one of the issues that I had ran across when I played this game was that it was mashy. You got one button for the swing, swinging your sword, swinging the katana. You got the second button for hitting, you're using your fist to stun them. And you got another button for dodging. Now, you can use the dodge button to cancel out your moves, to do cancel out your sword moves to make them longer. You can do the same thing with the punch. But the main problem lies is that the sword button is mapped to 1, so it kind of feels mashy. Okay? But as you get upgrades and as you get higher, the moves in the game start to become more, complex. They seem like they have more depth in them. That's why I liked about the gameplay from Killer is Dead. But at the same time, it can be mashy all over again. And the problem lies is with the enemies. The enemies, okay? Majority of your battle is done on ground. You can't jump, you're doing your sword play and all that stuff. That's fine. But sometimes I'll be fighting the enemy and I'll be wailing on one guy. And then this guy, one of his partners or buddies just come out of nowhere and just punches me in the face. And I'm like, where did you come from? And every time when I start off a combo, I kid you not, it happens every single time. There's no one-on-one time. Like, if I'm all the way across the screen somewhere, these guys will magically appear and then punch me in the face. Okay? They punch me in the face. I'm like, okay, where did you come from? So every time you start off a combo, these guys are constantly interrupting the flow of battle. And I don't like that. I like the majority of the time when I was, beasting on them, doing these in-depth combos, you know what I'm saying? And the enemies, I was doing these in-depth combos. Hold on, I'm trying to make a turn. Alright. I was doing these in-depth combos, and, and I was wailing on them, and the other enemies really weren't to, they weren't to be found. They were nowhere to be found. And that's what I liked about it. But I don't like, when I'm wailing on the enemy and the guy just pops out of nowhere and interrupts me every single time. So that's what I hate about the gameplay. Okay. Some other things that I did not like about the gameplay itself. I'm trying to think. Alright. Like I said, the gameplay is done on the ground. Majority of the fights are done on the ground. There's no jump button. You have aerial enemies. And the only thing that you can do is just shoot at them. And you think that this would be a problem solver. No, it's not a problem solver. The main issue is that every time when you shoot, it relies on how much blood that you obtain by killing enemies. And you only get so much of that. So every time you kill an enemy, you get a little bit of blood within your meter. You know what I'm saying? To do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you get a little bit of blood in your meter. Okay? And you're filling the bar up or whatever. And you can use that to do your special moves or you can use it to shoot. And I use it to shoot and do special moves. So about time when you do your special moves, you want to use that little bit of meter to shoot, you only can use so much of it. And these guys are spamming the hell out of you, man, with all of these lasers and different attacks, and I cannot really stand that at all. They kept interrupting the flow of battle. Again, interrupting the flow of battle when it's just getting good. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm going in and all that stuff, and these guys are steady interrupting me. And that's the problem. Once multiple enemies start ganging up on you, that's when you start to mash. And I was mashing on the dash button. I was trying to hold back, but they have it as you press this dash button. Once you hit the dash button, you go into this sequence whereas you can land a lot of attacks on your opponent. If you dash to the side at the right time, you can land a lot of attacks on your opponent. And you would think that it would be a little bit more complex to do this. But it's not. All you got to do is just mash, slide, and you will go into the sequence, whereas it'll slow down. You get really near to your opponent and just keep on pressing the heck out of the square button. That's why I use, because I'm on PlayStation 3 playing this game. And you just mash the heck out of it. So I was doing that. I literally beat the final boss by mashing the dash button to get out of his way. It will go into a slowdown sequence, and I was just mashing on square to slash him. At first I was trying to fight him fair, making the fight seem long lasted and flashy and all that stuff. But when I said the heck with it, I just mashed the slide button and I kicked his butt with no problem, with ease. So all in all, and the story is quite confusing, but it's fun for the ride. All in all, the gameplay is very slashy, but when enemies gang up, it's mashy. Like, seriously, it's very mashy. But it's a good game. I have mixed feelings about it, And a lot of the reasons I don't understand why people get frustrated about, the gigolo mode. Or, I know why people can get a little bit up in arms, but they focused on that too much that it lowered down what the rating or how they felt about the game as a whole. They didn't focus on the gameplay or anything. They just focused on gigolo mode. And they was all like, oh man, this is disrespectful to women, which it is. I can understand why they're upset, but they let it influence them how, the gameplay is supposed to be played and all that stuff. So, that's how I feel about Killer is Dead. I traded it in along with a couple of other games to get Kingdom Hearts HD Collection, which I will be doing an unboxing next week of. If you guys see Killer is Dead in the bargain bin, pick it up. Don't pick it up for full retail price. I'm a huge Suda51 fan, but I am not going to sit up there and say that every game that he makes is a godsend, because Shadows of the Dam was okay. They mixed a lot of puzzle elements in when it wasn't needed, and it was just some things about it whereas I just didn't like. And I liked every other game that he's made, like No More Heroes 1 and 2, Liberation Maiden, and Lollipop Chainsaw. But Killer is Dead and Shadows of the Damned, I don't really care for those too much. I'm not saying that they're bad games. They may be games for other people. Let me put it like that. They're games for other people. So with that being said, I traded it in. You guys know why, and that's my overview. That's my honest overview. I'm not trying to be, try to feed you all this BS. I'm telling you for what it is. It's a button masher. It's very flashy. You get lost in the combat sometimes, but sometimes it's a game for people and it's a game not for people. So with that being said, I think I would want to get this game a rent or a bargain bin. That's my review scale. Okay, rent / bargain bin. So if you guys see those, pick it up then. With that being said, I'm out of here. I gotta drive home, and peace. Oh, I gotta get this yellow stoplight. Stoplight? What?